Alright everybody, we're back to another penny hunt. This time we're looking for pennies that are 1959 to 1981. Why are we looking for those? Because those are non-weedy copper pennies. Again, why are we looking for those? In a recent blog post that I did, I was researching people who are trying to purchase or collect copper pennies. Why is that? That's because copper was not the primary source of pennies after 1982. Excuse me. After 1982, the price of copper was more than what the worth of the penny is. And right now, as of yesterday, the price of a pound of copper is $2.81. And for a pound of pennies, it's about 145 pennies. So if a pound of copper is $2.81, a pound of pennies is $1.45. A pound of pennies is actually worth $1.36 more than what it would be if you used it as a penny. As of right now, you cannot melt any currency, but if they ever take the penny out of circulation, all of those pennies may be able to be melted, and then you can extract the copper, which is worth more than what the penny is worth. I did a little bit more research. Let me actually get these on the table. Actually now, so what I'm going to do is any non-copper penny goes into my old peanut cup, and then I got an old coffee cup for all the ones that are copper. That way I don't get them mixed up. There still are some like this. That are just too crusty that we can't tell. Let me move this light a little bit here. Yeah, that's better. It's too crusty. Ooh. There we go. So we'll still just throw them in with the non-copper. Anyway, I was doing some research, and I'm not going to show you guys every penny, but I'm just going to simply put them where they were. That was in 1978. Here's 1987. Some people have been selling these pennies for either rolls of 50. One person sold it for $4.99, so obviously there was a profit there. A lot of people just sell them in pounds. So one price I looked up was for 1 pound, or for 5 pounds of pennies, someone sold it for $10.95 plus $7.95 shipping. I'm not sure what the best way is going to be for me. I need to see how many I actually have. But the whole goal of this is to make as much money off of these coins as possible. So if I find a rare one, there we got another one that's copper. If I find a rare one, I'll sell it. Then take that money, put it into the savings account, and let that earn some interest, and then we'll mess around with some accounts that we're gonna use. So far it's primarily, see, here's one that's a question mark, and I know some people are gonna say, well, half the time, or number of pennies in, let me take this over here, that's even worse. Sorry guys. This is 1982. A number of 82s are, let me see if I can turn this light on here, are of copper, and then they started making them in zinc. I don't have a scale, so I cannot really accurately tell if this 82 is copper or not, so I'm just going to put in the non-coppers. Any 82, non-copper. 2003. Some people sell the pennies in lots of 10,000 pennies, and it's even more, but it's going to cost more to ship. These things are going to be heavy to ship. The heavier it is, the larger it's going to be shipped. So there's a number of different ways I'm going to look to ship these if I do it. Another reason why I'm going to be mixing these as we go is I was watching another video by Canadian Treasure Hunter. I will link it in the description. And he had his Canadian pennies mixed up, and he had an oxidization problem where the zinc pennies and the copper pennies mixed together, and some of them got oxidized and ruined. So we don't want that to happen. 2017. So I might as well just mix them up. What's that date? 97. Never mind. Looked older. The other good thing is the newer pennies. If I just look at the back. Come on, focus, guy. There we go. That's obviously a newer one. So if I see the back like that, I can immediately put it in the newer. I thought I had more just in recent finds. Oh, here we go. 69D. I thought I had more in recent finds that were more even between copper and non-copper, but I'm finding a lot of zinc ones. So once we see how many we have, we'll toy around with what the best way is to save on shipping and where I can make the most profit. Then what I'll do is I'll immediately stick it into whatever account we have. That's a good 73. And let that continue to earn. But if I can make an extra $1 profit off of coins that are just sitting here, or I would just put into another account for their street worth, why not? That'll help add it up. And I've been talking about trying to find ways to earn up to $1,000 as much as possible. That's an old looking 2014. So I might speed this video up a little bit in case this is boring or I run out of stuff to talk about. 72. I'll show you guys what the piles look like in the end. 84. I did film another video today, so we may have two coming out back to back. I had to stop at 59th Street today to pick something up. So instead of hopping on the train again and spending another $2.75, I walked from 59th down to Penn Station. So I recorded that walk, and I recorded me walking around Penn Station finding the coins in the spots I normally do. And I'll have another little video that I'll narrate on top of that. Hopefully soon. That one might actually be out before this one is. We'll see. Oh, now I'm hitting a little hot streak. 69, 77. Another 77. Nah, 85. It was raining out today, so that 64. That's too corroded. 93. Not a lot of people out dropping coins, but also with the street wet and most coins blending in with how the street looks wet at 84, just missed. We may not have the finds obviously weren't the greatest. I think I found 2 coins, and I show a little bit of how I get tricked when coins get paved into the road. There's a 76. Much better once we get in the Penn Station. Immediately found a dime. I found a couple other dimes. I didn't get everything on camera, because once I turned the camera off after I did my loop, I went and grabbed a snack to eat on the train and found a couple more. I didn't have my camera out, so I tried to take some pictures. 1970. Now we're starting to stack these things up. Now we're getting there. 14. Oops. What's this one? 84, just missed. 91. 94. 17. If you guys know a good way to get rid of these copper coins in the best way, or if you're interested in buying them, I'd rather go to one of you guys than it go to just some random person, someone that's going to appreciate it or has a passion for this, because obviously if you're watching this channel, you have a passion for this. 1976. All right. Now we're getting some. Man, that 92 looks rough. I gotta figure out this light situation. Hold on a second, guys. I'm probably gonna cut it. That's a little better. I'm still trying to figure out the best rigging for this. I'm just using what I have. 81, 67, there's a 76. Now that pile is getting it a little too close to the main pile. 2016, 77. No. The good thing is I only have to do this once, because then when we do the cleanups, we'll separate them and they'll go into their respective piles. Here's another 82. Not sure about that one. 94, 2019. Well, that's a good 73. That's a good looking 73. When we do the monthly cleanup, we'll put them into different piles. We'll put zinc, pennies, we'll put silver together. And when I mean silver, I mean 83, no. Just normal dimes, nickels, quarters. I found a lot of dimes this, not to spoil anything, but this month I found a lot of dimes. 81. 77. Decent amount of nickels. I was low on nickels last time. Obviously, mostly pennies, because a lot of people just don't even bother picking these up. 18. This is probably one. 76. But a lot of dimes, no quarters. Quarters are usually, they're gonna be harder to find. So most people, they're obviously the biggest normal coin in circulation that regular people use. 1966. And just like that, I also pulled the Wheaties out too that I did in an earlier video. So if I see any Wheaties, that will go into the other container that I have. 94. What's this one? 98. Good. 94. 81. Ooh, just missed. Or just made it. And an 80. All right. I'm starting to be able to tell by the color of them, so that's another one. 76. And I think, see, this is an 82 that I would assume is a copper because it looks like the rest of them. But I'm still going to throw it over just to be safe, because if I am going to be selling these to people, I want to make sure that I'm not sending them something. It's an 85. That what I'm sending them is legit. 84, 13. Maybe this is one. 79. 83 just missed. When I show you how the two piles look, you'll notice the shine aside from some of these real grimy coins. 86 that have just been thrown in the dirt. Oh, it's a little Canadian snuck in here from the last one. That'll be another container I have, foreign coins. 88, 75. All right. 80, 74, 84, 81. Starting to get into some better ones. No. And of course, as I said that, I hit a streak of newer coins. 82, I bet you that one's zinc. 88. See, this is a 2007, but it looks like one of the older coins. 88. 91. The other thing is I'm still not knowledgeable on what some of the newer valuable coins are. If there's super rare ones that I should be looking for. There's a 79. Still not that knowledgeable. So if there are some newer ones I should be looking out for, let me know. And we can do another sort. 7. No. 83. 17. Yeah, this is one. 69. And 2. And if you notice, these are all containers that I'm using that I didn't buy anything specific for them. They're just stuff that when I was done with them, I'm just gonna recycle them. Whereas the Paw Patrol of Rocky says, actually, what the hell does Rocky say? I've watched enough Paw Patrol in the last, that's a 2001, in the last year that I should know, aside from Green Beans Go. Maybe I think he says don't lose it, reuse it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put it below. Nope. Oh, 81. 81. Here we go. We got one. 2010. No. No. No shot finding out what that is, but it is a penny. Oh, here we go. 75. 23. 87. Obviously, some of these are gonna fall through the cracks because I also don't have my glasses on, so some of these grimier ones. That's a 2012. What was I even looking at? That's a dirty coin. 63. 97. 2019. Here's one. 75. Newer. I'll be glad when I don't have to sort through all these pennies every single time. Like I can already. Let's actually play a game. This hasn't been sorted yet. And the rest of this stack, I bet you I can start picking them out. Bet you this is one. Yep. 73. I bet you this is one. Yep. 75. I'm starting to get a feel for what type of color they have to them. 74. This is definitely one. 69D. And again, call it out if I have one. If you're like, yo, that one's actually worth something, you should take a better look at that. 68. Hell, if I sell it, I'll split the profits with you. 71. At least the first person that does. And if it's legit, that's a 92. It's the first one I got wrong so far. Actually, let's do that. If there's a coin I say that you notice is more valuable than what I think it is, let me know. Let's sell it, and I'll split the profits with you. 81. I mean, hell, even if it's only worth 50 cents, then it's a penny, and we both make 25 cents profit. Well, that's 25 cents you didn't have anyway, and it's free 25 cents. 63. So, I guess I'll do a better job on saying what the coin mint is. Yeah, I should do that if we're going to do this. 74. To 83. Now I'm back to just scooping them up. Nope. The other thing is, we're already at 20 minutes on the video, and I'm sure it'll be less than that because I'll cut out some of that fumbling. But some of my videos are going to be longer. Some of them I'll do short and concise just to get straight to the point. It's a 1990D. That's not good enough. That way it gives everybody a variety of something to look for. And I'll also try to put in the description some time codes. 88 of when. That's a good looking 73. One, some of the major stuff is. So if it's a cleanup, I'll put in the time code. Here's where you can find the total. It's a real good 77D. $72. $85. Believe it or not, almost done. Other people might just like watching people count coins. 67. $1972. Nope. Oh, this is one. Guaranteed. Yep, 1970. No mint mark, just 1970. New. We're getting down to it, folks. Too grimy. New. Uh-oh. That one was new that I dropped anyway. Here's one. 1973. And another 1973. I think 73 is the most common year I'm finding here. Whoa. What is with this one? I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let me try to... I think I'm going to have to do some... This is the first time I've ever seen this. This is a 2009. And... it looks like a guy sitting on a log. Well, do some research on that one. $1968D. $85. $89. $84. A little newer. Hold on, I see definitely two right here. 1965 and a 1978. As you can tell in the corner, you probably could see earlier, 1972, when the camera is facing a little bit differently. It is almost Christmas, so I got some wrap presents. I did that right before I jumped on here. 1981. Towards the end of it. 2006. Here's another 81. There's an 82. I bet you this one's copper. But I'm going to leave it out. I'm a man of my word. Here's another 72. Bet you this one. 81D. So that was the last year. 88. I think I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to definitely do some research on this one penny. It could just be nothing. No, never mind. That was nothing. I've never seen that before. I'll take a picture and post it also on my Twitter. Street Money NYC on the Twitter as well. And again, This isn't all money that I found in New York City, but the majority of it is. 89, 86, all during my commute. And let's see how fast we can get to $1,000. Who knows? Maybe one of these coins gets me there. 73. And even if it does, I'm not going to stop this thing. If people like it, I'll keep it going. If people don't, I may still keep it going. What's this one? You can't really make out the last number, but it's a 70. So in she goes. $73. The other thing is, I try to, anybody who follows me, I try to give them a follow back and see what your channel is like. I always give all channels that follow me a chance. So if it's something that interests me, which it may be because it's about coins, 75, then I'll keep a follow. But I'll give everybody a couple videos chance. Because again, when I'm actually on the train, I don't really have much to do aside. I try to mix it up from reading books and watching videos or listening to music. 1980. And one of those trips could be watching your channel. 1964. $79. I'm also trying to be an active user, so if I like one of your videos, I definitely comment, and I encourage everybody to comment on these videos. See, the fact I have not seen another coin like that other one, it's got to be something weird. Even if it's not valuable, it's got to be something. 1967 there. Nope. Nope. We're getting down to it, boys and girls. Those are all nopes. Last handful. Nope, nope. Oh, that one. 61. Okay, so I'm going to count up, that was it. I'm going to count up what I got in the copper pile. I have an estimate on, there was 458 or so coins from the last count, so whatever 458 minus what's in the copper pile will tell you how many zinc ones I have. Also minus the 1 Canadian and whatever this 2009, I think. Yep. So I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Here's the copper coins and here's the zinc coins. And no, it's not really much of a light difference, but you can tell these zinc ones have much more shine to them. These copper ones are much more dull. They're also older. So about 1/6 of the pennies I find are copper. I definitely have enough for a roll of 50, so I could try out selling these, or I'm probably just going to wait, keep adding them up, and then I will be back with another, I will be back with an update on what the heck this is. There's the front. Actually, I do remember seeing these when I was younger. I think they were common. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, thanks everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe and give a comment too. Bye.